I feel like my BF isn't putting enough effort. Me, 19F, and my BF, 19F, have been together for 8 months now, and this problem has mostly been the reason why we argue most of the time. For context, he grew up in an emotionally abusive home and has never had proper emotional support growing up. Whilst even though I went through a lot of emotionally scarring events, have my grandparents and cousins to rely on for support. When we met, we immediately clicked and vibed, and not long after, we got together officially. We're currently LDRRN, but the distance has never hindered from our hangouts and relationship. In fact, we both agreed it only let us show that we truly love each other. However, as weeks went by, he started to grow cold, always paying attention to video games, and sometimes ignores my messages for hours. Every time we're on call, he gets upset so easily and would hang up on me till I try to pursue him for the next hour or so. As the second month rolled in, he wanted to break up with me because he has school in the morning and work afterwards, and told me that he can't be there for me like he used to before. I loved him so much that I told him to stay with me and to work it out with me. He eventually agreed but quit after 3 months of working there. He told me it's so he can spend more time with me. However, I started to notice a pattern of his behavior as fights became more frequent. First off, I really don't like being yelled at, and I've told him that before. I beg not to be yelled at. He says it's cute and that he understands, so I thought he got it. But every time we fight on call, he yells at me but blames it on the phone being close to his mouth. Same reasons every time. Despite not believing it, I forgive him every time. Another problem came up when I wanted an LDR date that he'd plan. I used to be the one finding apps and websites that we can call together and watch a movie or his favorite anime that he wanted to watch with me. Also to add, I used to give him flowers, digital ones that I made, and letters for Valentine's. All of those, he has never reciprocated, and so I stopped doing it because he doesn't really show appreciation to it. So when I asked him to plan a date, he started complaining that it'd be hard since apparently he's not that smart, and that he doesn't know a lot about those stuff, and that I'm busy with academics. True, but I always make time for him, and I was the one doing his online literature class that he didn't pass back then so he could graduate. Despite that, I started teaching him where to look, what to find, and what to search. Still, he complains at not being there, and the date ended up not happening. 2 or 3 months ago, I urged him to read books for self-improvement, A Gentle Reminder, The Mountain Is You, etc., because I thought that it may be his upbringing that led him to be like that. They cuss each other out and yell at each other. However, he stopped reading it because apparently he doesn't get it, and that it doesn't have Sewell scenes that he prefer. At that point, I cried. I got so tired that I just cried and told him that I don't deserve however he was treating me. He started to change slowly, lesser fights because school got me busy. However, for the nth time, I helped him recover his Snapchat account. I got it on share screen on Messenger when I helped him, and when I got in, he kept shouting and yelling at me to click this part and to get out of the memories section, but I was stubborn and I saw his ex's face there. He admitted and insisted that he doesn't know that it's still there even when he deleted it on his phone. I saw his ex's face the first month of our RS on his phone. I'm tired. He's a little better now, so understanding that I'm busy with my school and has been so patient. But problems still arise because whenever we fight, I send him long-ass paragraphs of what I felt, and he'd say he understood, but whenever I ask him to restate what I sent him, he'd just laugh and say he's not smart enough for it. I want to be clear that I talk to him repeatedly about all of these things, but he'd cry every time because he thinks I'm leaving him and tells me it's because he grew up in an abusive home, so he doesn't know how to act. I'm clearly not satisfied, but since he made some progress, learned to communicate when he's upset, I'm holding on to it that he'd learn eventually and take initiative and be the dom he claims he is. I'm sorry if it's too long and unorganized. I'm just taking it all out since I don't really know what to do, and if what I'm feeling is okay, or am I just asking for too much? We're both young, and this is our first healthy RS. TLDR. My BF's abusive upbringing is likely contributing to his struggles in our RS, leading to me not feeling taken care of and appreciated.